The first thing I want to find out about is mastitis, and I'm on the way to the Intervet shearing plough stand to find out why cell counts nationally are on the rise. And to help me with that is their Senior Product Manager, Tim Hickman. Now Tim, the Dairy Co figures are showing quite an alarming rise in cell counts, I believe from 183,000 in January to 200,000 in June. So what's going on there?
Well, you're quite right, Peter. In some quarters we thought we had mastitis beat, but actually it's on the increase.
And you've been doing a national survey, I believe, to find out a bit more about why it's increasing.
That's right. We've undertaken the first ever UK National Mastitis Survey, and it proved to be a very robust survey. We've had over 10% of the industry respond, and some really interesting results on the back of it.
What was the survey telling you?
A couple of findings from the survey. The larger the herd size, the larger the average yield, very positive, but at the same time, the greater the incidence of mastitis. There was also an indication of increased incidence of both Staph aureus and Strep uberis in many herds.
Now you talk about aureus and uberis. Aureus I thought we'd got controlled by dipping clusters between milkings, etc., because that's a highly contagious form. So what's happening there?
Well, one has to ask the question, and you could potentially look at complacency within the industry, possibly towards the 5-point plan even. It's been in place now for many years. Is it time to give it a renewed focus?
All right, and the uberis bit, which is one of the most difficult ones to shift, you treat it and then a month later it crops up again. You don't seem to be able to control it very easily, and it becomes cow adapted. So what's the solution to that?
Well, you're right, Peter. Uberis is a difficult bacteria to move once identified on the farm. Alongside that also is E. coli, which is once again proven to be one of the main bacteria identified in the survey. Within the survey it was also identified that 75% of mastitis cases occur within the first 100 days. The first 100 days is the ideal time to treat mastitis, and to treat mastitis aggressively. We advocate the use and consideration of combination therapy when considering all these factors.
And what's the solution you've got within your company?
Well, the solution for us, Peter, and where we've invested our research, time and energy in mastitis is cobactin combination therapy. Cobactin MC and injectable can be utilised together to hit mastitis hard in the first 100 days.
And I believe you've got your own 3-point plan for farmers who see cell counts going up and want to arrest that there and then.
Sure. Step number 1, focus on the first 100 days. Step number 2, be aggressive in your treatment of mastitis and aim to prevent recurrence. Step number 3, consider combination therapy as an alternative to simply using tubes.
All right. Thanks very much for that, Tim.
Thanks, Peter.